Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of Let's Play Alter Ego Blind on Female. This episode we move into Middle Adulthood. I'm assuming that's like, 30s to 50s maybe? I don't know. But last episode we were starting to hemorrhage money, and we're gonna see if we still are. Occupation none. Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's no job. We have 142,000, and we're spending 22,000 a turn. Still married to The Rock. Still got our kid. And I need to get me a job. Labor 2, Labor 1, technical. I did the college for engineering, but apparently, like, the only thing I've been getting is entrepreneur. So we'll try it again, start work immediately. Thank you. We're making we're making 27,000 a turn. Okay, so even though we're blowing 22,000 a turn, we have 5,000 extra to deal with. Our lowest stat is gentleness, right there at 73. 73, however, is not very low. So we're going to do some emotional stat boosting. Not that we really need it. I mean, for the gentleness we do, but most of that comes with social from my understanding of the mechanics so far. Anyways. While you are thinking about your life and the future, you come to a startling realization. The average life expectancy for women is only about 20 years past your current age. Okay, I'm from America, so that's like 70-something, so this middle adulthood, you're in the 50s now? Do something about the thought, and we'll be anxious. I mean, that would make you anxious. Not terrified. I mean, physically we're good, intellectually we're good. Search for the fountain of youth. Would you like to search for the fountain of youth, or resolve to get all you can out of life? You see, this might make us a lot more impulsive. This could make us more focused. We're already focused a lot. I say just make the most out of life. How will you do that? Have as much fun as possible. Devote your life to helping others. Have as much fun as possible. Or concentrate on the present and avoid being morbid. So I don't want to devote my life to helping others, because doing that could negatively impact a lot of stuff. But concentrate on the present and avoid being morbid. You have obviously become aware of the dangers of thinking too far ahead. Oftentimes, the result of such preoccupation with the future is hopelessness. I'll never get out of the rut I'm in. And unrealistic expectations for the future that can only result in disappointment. You are generally a happy person. I'm sure part of the reason for this is that you take life as it comes. This is an admirable and even enviable trait. Kicking some ass. But I want to get my physical down. Lately you have been feeling sharp twinges of pain, localized in the stomach. The pain arrives about an hour or two after eating, but disappears completely when you put something in your mouth. Okay, so I get pain an hour or two after eating, but disappears when I eat. Concern, but go to the doctor. Your concern is justified. The doctor tells you that you have developed an ulcer. Right now, the ulcer can be treated with some antacids and other medications, by rest and relaxation and avoiding stressful situations whenever possible. Will you take the doctor's advice? Our intellect is high enough, our character is very, very rational, So saying yes is not going to backfire. Good. You eventually recover. It doesn't say how eventually I recover. So let me see. Now, basically, I mean, it's like we're a senior. So, I mean, do we have any other? We have intellect, a lot of vocational, some family. We have two things for family though. One intellectual. So let's get the. I want to get the intellectual one out of the way and the familial ones out of the way, and really, really, really just hammer them out, and just keep that intellect and family stats high as possible. Your accountant suggests some creative accounting techniques. Oh, this is not going to be good. That are guaranteed to reduce the amount of money you will be giving Uncle Sam this year. The techniques have one minor disadvantage. They are in that gray area of accounting practices that fall dangerously close to being, heaven forbid, illegal. Now, here's the thing. If they're dangerously close, that means they're not really illegal, though. So, it shouldn't be. I mean, first of all, my dad's a certified public accountant, so I hear this every tax time. When you do your taxes, whether it's corporate or personal, it's either legal or illegal. Okay, you can either claim it or you can't claim it. There's a gray area in terms of what your understanding might be, but you just contact the IRS and say, can I claim this, yes or no? And they'll run you through about 50 minutes of questioning, and that'll clear up the gray area. So if this person's an accountant, they would know whether it's legal or illegal. And if you have an accountant saying it's in the gray area, it's probably not even legal at that point. So, how gray the area is depends on the skill of your accountant, your willingness to see things his way, and the probability that your tax return will be flagged for an audit. It's April Fool's Day, a mere fortnight away from the day of reckoning. This is also what I hate. People go, I gotta get my taxes done, I gotta get it done. Me and my wife, we get our taxes back within the first week. We get our statements so we can do our taxes within the first week or two of February. Like the day we get them, boom, we do it. We may do them online, of course, but boom, we do it. I'm paranoid. Actually, I'm confident and trusting, and I'm telling the accountant to be prudent and not go for it like an idiot. Oh, anxious and paranoid, and tell them to be prudent. Sorry. Ha! The accountant scoffs at your cowardice. He wants no part of you in his practice. You are not progressive enough for him. Eventually, the two of you go your separate ways. You travel down the straight and narrow path. He travels down the path leading to the big house. Yeah, I knew it. He's going to prison. See what my intellect is at. Yep, it's 100. I mean, these up here, man, they're freaking boss, man. 100, 190, 800. I mean, shit, dude, I can take anything that comes my way, man. Familial, I want to get my family up. I really want to get that score up. I really, really do. Okay. A relative whom you haven't seen in many years calls you up on the phone with a hard luck story. He needs approximately $5,000 in order to keep his house. You have heard that he has certain bad habits, though when he speaks with you, he sounds decent enough. Perhaps he really has fallen on hard times. He appeals to you for the loan, which he assures you he will repay within the year. Bad habits to some people could be bad bookkeeping, or they could be heroin addict, or they could be heroin addiction. So, a bad habit. Man, I got something in my throat, and I don't really have a mute button, so I can't mute it. Drink more of this cherry limeade flavored 0-calorie water with a crap ton of caffeine in it. Okay. I'll be sympathetic and lend him the money because 5 grand, I can take a hit for 5 grand. It's not going to bother me. You are very generous, but also a bit naive. As you discover, if you had $1 for every excuse he comes up with, you would have been repaid. Unfortunately, you only get the excuses, not the cash. You must have had some fantasy that he might strike it rich and repay you double or triple the amount. Some fantasies can get very expensive. To me, it doesn't bother me because I have the money. Familial, however, did go up, which is actually a good thing. I think it went from like 80 something up to 90, so I'm kind of happy on that. Let's do vocational. And to advance vocationally, you must leave your old responsibilities to various different people. On your next move forward, you are notified that a very young woman, full of new ideas, techniques, and strategies, is about to fill your old position. She will not be placed without your approval. You interview her for the position, as she comments that while she feels you did a good job where you were, she plans on doing a better one. What a bitch. She sees your skills in the area that you are about to leave as limited and old-fashioned. Not because of any fault of your own, but because times are changing, you know? Okay. Normally in an interview, saying, you know, I hope to do a better job, or I hope to be in your position, you know, that can be taken either way. It can be taken as a good thing or a bad thing. But when you say stuff like limited and old-fashioned, that's not really a good thing to say, so I'm going to be calm and recommend that somebody else do the fucking job. You're asked to give your reason for not hiring her. You can say, I just don't like her, she's too aggressive, she will ruin my hard work, or she is too aggressive. To the people around you, your behavior, though calm, suggests that you are reacting to her personally, and not considering what someone with her youthful energy could actually accomplish. You are asked to reconsider, but your decision will be final. What will you do? Oh man, I gotta have something like stuck in my throat or something, dude. I swear to God, man. Something is stuck in my throat, and it's gotta be, you know, that biker at the bar. I told him to shave his pubes before I blew him. I swear to God, there must be a pube stuck down there. But enough of my personal life that my wife doesn't know about, although she'll be watching this video. Select an action. Okay, my decision's final. Everybody else thinks I'm being personal in my decision. Fine, fuck it, hire her. Against your better judgment, you recommend she will be hired. Within 2 months, there's a massive revolt among the people she supervises. Oh, God, see, you gotta, when people are hiring people to fill a position they are leaving, let them fucking do it. This is why. I have a revolt of the fucking masses here because this idiot can't do her job. Replace her. You must be thinking that you should have stuck to your original decision. Yeah, I am. I should have. How did that? Not so bad. I got money. Let me go buy some shit. You know, my stereo. I'm gonna buy stereo equipment and a high tech. The high tech shit. Pay with it in cash. No, don't want to buy anything else. Now that I believe lowered my thoughtless spending. So it's at 24,037. We're gonna try this again. Okay, yes, we're gonna buy a library of books. Oh, okay, new books at 25 per purchase. Yeah, I'll buy some. Intellectual sphere will rise slightly. Okay, so once again, 24, 0, 37. And 24, 0, 33. So it does actually raise your thoughtless spending a bit. While looking in the mirror, you notice that the skin around your eyes is marked by deep cracks which radiate toward your temples, like dry tree roots in search of water. Oh my god, they're describing me in this. Damn it. There are deep lines in your forehead, my children. And for the first time, you realize that they make you look as if your face is frozen in a constant scowl. Which, for me, it basically is because of my kids. I am unconcerned I'm going to get some cosmetic surgery. Can I do it that way? Because I don't want to lower my happiness. Nope, I got to be depressed to get cosmetic surgery. When the procedure is done, you realize that it makes a remarkable difference. You know that some friends are gossiping, but just as many people compliment you on how young you are looking. Do you feel less depressed? Fuck yeah. Terrific. Now go out there and knock them dead. Oh, hell yeah, man. Get that Brazilian butt lift, you know? You know what I'm talking about, ladies. My wife, you know, actually, I do single leg pistol squats. My wife actually comments on how my butt is now a bubble butt, and I'm a guy. Yeah. Okay. You need to talk to someone about a finance-related matter. The person with whom you are dealing has a reputation for being a stern, pragmatic, very money-conscious business type. A meeting between you and this person is suggested. The outcome of such a meeting can affect your vocational sphere tremendously, because she is very influential. Okay. It's going to be a tremendous influence on vocation. Need to take a couple drags on my cigarette. Okay, I'm going to be confident, and we'll have a lunch meeting, you know, a luncheon, you know. At lunch, the waiter asks if you would like to order a drink. Order an alcoholic, a non-alcoholic, or wait for her to order first. I will take non-alcoholic, please, and a side of big sausage pizza, care of the waiter. A wise move. Now you won't have to worry about the effects of alcohol interfering with your judgment or your appearance. I don't know how it would affect your appearance unless you vomited all over yourself. But this is a game. Good insight translates into an increase on the thoughtfulness characteristic. Because your thoughtfulness is generally moderate to strong, the meeting goes well. The outcome is an increase in resources to the tune of 10,000 simoleons. No, not simoleons. We're not playing The Sims. $10,000. Alright. I thought I hit that button. Let's see. And thoughtless spending per turn has actually gone up. Money's gone up, but I think my pay has also gone up too. That's not bad. So I got more pay. Is there a way to retire in this? I can't. Oh yeah, there is a way to retire, but I want familial. Ooh, your father's eyesight is beginning to fail him, and his reflexes are not as quick as they used to be. In spite of this, he refuses to turn in his driver's license. He's like Silas Robertson. He's going to kill somebody. You know, because he's blind. Although he rarely drives, when he does, he is an absolute menace. You know, when I actually had a car, I was an absolute menace, and I could see perfectly with my glasses, and I had good reflexes. I got those little letters that you could put on your car to, like, you know, spell out, like, baby on board, stuff like that. I spelled out asshole at the wheel, just to let everybody know, don't fuck with me. You are sure that he will wind up killing either himself or an innocent person. I am sympathetic and tell him you gotta give it up, dude. You're gonna kill yourself. That's not giving him sympathy, that's ordering him around. Oh, fuck you, Pops. And you know how he resents that. He's not going to listen to you or anyone else, and that's final. I mean, it's going to be a little while later, he murdered 3 people. Oh, nope, it didn't. And the family took a dump. I gotta get my spending under control. I gotta buy something. Travel adventures. Your own plane to fly anywhere you want. Jungles of Africa. Ooh, cruise or jungles of Africa? You're an adventurous type, huh? Just don't forget your shots for malaria and all those exotic fevers, like jungle fever. Wow, chicka wow wow. You're gonna take a ride on the white rhino horn? And have no, I don't want to do any other purchases. If I get malaria, fuck it. Alright, how's my spending now? Yes. Oh, yes, my spending went down. Thank God my spending went down. Okay, I gotta work on some social shit. Okay. At a social gathering of old friends, attention focuses on Marcia Brandon, a never-married woman who has arrived wearing outlandish clothes, a hairstyle at least 20 years behind the times, and makeup that seems to have been applied with a spatula. Friends began elbowing one another. You hear someone mutter a sentence which ends in beauty school dropout, and a giggle. Someone else offers the tag bag lady in training to describe her. The oddness of her appearance is both comical and unsettling. Later, Marcia comes over and asks how you've been, disdainful and sarcastic, or supportive, and make a hostile comment. Say something positive, like, "My, you look remarkably like Mimi from the Drew Carey Show." That's not actually, positive, by the way, if you didn't see Drew Carey. In a quiet voice, she asks if she can speak to you privately. Sure, why not? You want to dyke it out? We can scissor for a bit. She thanks you for the kind words and mentions as she realizes everyone around her thinks she's strange. Really? We don't think you're strange. We know it, baby. You have never really heard her talk at length, but you find out that she really doesn't care what other people think and never did, so she's like me and just doesn't give a fuck. She has a very enjoyable life on the whole. Preparation H feels good. On the whole. It seems that she needs $5,000 of seed money to get a new cosmetics company off the ground. Electric eyeshadow and foundation putty are 2 of the products under development now. Electric eyeshadow. Now, is that like the shade, or are we actually putting electrodes into your eyes or something here to do this? I don't know. But it sounds like a good idea. Women, stick electrodes in your eyes for electric eyeshadow. She asks if you would like to get in on the ground floor. If the venture is a success, you will earn half the profits. It's $5,000. I have the money. Fuck it. I'm going to invest. The project is a success. You earn a total of $50K in resources. Damn, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. And now I'm fucking hemorrhaging money again. Oh, no, wait, no, I don't want to go there. Okay, I'm hemorrhaging money again. God damn you, bitch. You have seen your friend Marcia and her husband John socially for a long time. They have a very peculiar relationship. John gets pegged every night by Marcia's strap-on. Oh, no, wait, that's me and my wife. Never mind. John insists on controlling every aspect of Marcia's life. So he's like every other husband, basically. How peculiar is that? One day, when you are talking to Marcia, she confesses that about 3 years ago, she began seeing another man. One who is kind, gentle, and loving. She has been thinking about leaving John for this other man, but is unsure if she can. I'm not going to give her any advice. I really don't want to give her any advice, man. It's her fucking relationship. It's her fucking life to ruin. This must have been a difficult decision. Giving her advice might mean taking responsibility for a decision that she alone should make. Damn right, I got that one fucking right. Stepping aside might distance you from a friend from your friend for a while, but in the end it is worth it. That's like relationship problems. I don't want to dick with this shit. I had one relationship problem I had to dick with when I was younger. It was in the Marines. My roommate, he had a hot girlfriend back home. They were engaged, and he came at me and he was like, "Dude, I've always been faithful to her and I cheated on her. I got drunk. What do I do?" And I said, "Dude, if you want to tell her or don't tell her, that's all you. That's on you." I said that don't get me involved in this, because I was on one. I was on the other end of it. My girl was back home in the States, and she cheated on me. I personally, I didn't even want to fucking find out about it. She told me about it. I forgave her, obviously, but then later she broke up with me. But I said, look, I've been in that situation. I found out. I did forgive. I can't guarantee she will, but I'll say this. You make the decision now, and you fucking stick with it. You tell her now, you don't tell her, you never tell her. Enough of my blathering. Time to get physical. In the middle of a great rush to get out of the house, you pick up a pair of shoes only to see the heel dangling precariously from the back. It looks like you can pound the heel back into the shoe and still wear it. My skills are pretty damn good. I'm going to try it. Oh, okay. The heel goes in and seems surprisingly sturdy. Will you wear them? Surprisingly sturdy. You know, many people on YouTube don't know this, but I can wear high heels and walk in them better than my wife. Knowing me with high heels, yes, I will go for it. You take 2 good steps and then you feel a slight wobble. Are you positive? No, fuck it. Find another pair of shoes. You may have just avoided a sprained ankle. You pick out another pair of shoes that look just fine. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I didn't bust my ass on this. Okay, do a vocational. Because of your fine vocational performance, you are singled out for your tremendous achievements and honored at an awards dinner hosted by important members of your work environment. I'm an entrepreneur. Who the fuck is that? What, Ron Popeil? Fucking, the ghost of Billy Mays? I mean, what? During your introduction, the host notes that you are outstanding because of your ability to work with others, enriching the field, and exemplifying the most outstanding qualities of hard work, patience, and pride. I could say the same thing about so many porn stars. I will be humble and modest, and I will make a short speech because nobody likes long speeches. Nobody likes a long speech, right? Damn right! I fucking hate long speeches. When I was in the Marines and we'd have to stand in formation for some fucking dude to retire, he would fucking bring names in from 30 years ago from boot camp. This was my senior drill instructor. 5 minutes on that topic, then 10 minutes when he was a corporal, then 20 as a sergeant, and then just, fuck, dude, you're standing there, it's 105 degrees, you're on airport tarmac, fucking blacktop, so the heat's just radiating off of it. It's like 130 at that point in time, and you're standing there perfectly still for a fucking hour, dude. I mean, seriously, you had to drink a gallon of water before you went there. Or else you would literally, and I had this happen, you will literally just black out and wake up in a hospital with 2 IVs of fluid in you because you're so dehydrated. I fucking hate long speeches. You are truly humble and modest, not to mention extremely considerate. Who would you like to thank most during your speech? Those with whom you work, your boss, your family, or a higher power? I'd like to thank Satan and the demons in hell for bestowing this unholy power to me, Ted Turner, and the slaves that work in my broad... Oh, wait, Ted Turner doesn't really own that anymore. Okay, never mind. Those I work with because if I wasn't able to step on their fingers and toes and fuck them over for promotions, I wouldn't be here right now getting all of this. That is very sincere. Your coworkers appreciate you for this. Social sphere increases markedly. You know what? I think it's time to have an experience with my husband. Your husband has been interested in photography and has signed up for a photography class at the local high school. His assignment this week is candid photography. As a result, everything at home is accompanied by the familiar click-whir-click. Because we have a fucking camera. Yesterday morning, he snapped you just as you were rising and called the picture Squirrel's Nest Surprise. One afternoon, while you were alone in the house, sitting on the toilet, the telephone rings. I'm sitting on the toilet. Okay, I'm assuming I get up because I really wouldn't be talking to people on the toilet. A representative from a famous magazine calls to congratulate you on your sense of humor and your desire to see your husband succeed. Squirrel's Nest Surprise was entered in a photo contest, and your husband has won first prize, $1,000. The Rock gives you half of it for being such a good model, not to mention an exceptionally good sport. I'm hoping it wasn't nude. Let's do another one. Maybe we can make even more money on this, man. Late at night, while you are still awake, and the Rock is sleeping, you watch him dozing peacefully, a wide smile on his face. Stroke his hair and whisper, "I love you," or turn over and go to sleep. There's no option to just, like, start jerking him and say, "Dude, I need it." Okay. Rock looks up at you, glassy-eyed and half awake. He puts his arm across your chest and squirms into the comfortable spot between your arm and shoulder. He whispers, "I love you too, Conchita." Really? And falls into a deep slumber. Start screaming and wake him up now. Ah! Me, I'm like the ultimate troll. I mean, in real life, I am like the ultimate troll, where like I will literally randomly just shout out any type of a name in bed. Like I'll shout out guys' names. Like I'm having sex, I'll be like, "Oh, Billy," and my wife will just be like, "Shut up." So I don't know. This dude could be a troll like me. I'll mention it to him in the morning, though. Since you can control your hostility and frustration rather well, a lot of married women can do that, by the way, especially my wife. You nonchalantly ask The Rock if he remembers blurting out, "Conchita!" in his sleep last night. He says he doesn't remember anything like that, and laughs it off as being silly. You mentioned that he was looking quite peaceful during his sleep, which sparks an association. "Oh yeah, I do remember having kind of a kinky dream last night." He teases. "Oh, fuck yeah, dude, I gotta find out." The Rock thinks you are being ridiculous. How can anyone remember that much detail about any dream? All he can remember is that Conchita had dark hair and a mysterious birthmark. Before he can say anything else, he begins to smile. "Dude, I gotta know." He says nothing. He's laughing hysterically. "If you really want to know, she has a huge pair of..." Do it. A huge pair of bullhorns hanging above her head. Good night. Seriously? Fucking serious, dude. I thought it was going to be like a huge pair of shoes on her feet, or, you know, something a little bit more sensible than a huge pair of bullhorns above her head. Oh, what the fuck? Since you are putting on a few extra pounds around the waist, you consider a physical exercise program which might benefit you. A health club might not be a bad idea. Now, number one, I like muffin tops. It says a few extra pounds. We are pretty damn athletic, so, I mean, we're probably just muffin topping and wearing some mom jeans. So, I mean, that's like, dude, that's like classic MILF cougar, 20-year-olds just drooling and foaming at the mouth, beating each other up, trying to get to you, but still joining the health club would be good. The membership price is $500. Do you care to join? Yeah, I want to join. No shit. After a week of sweating and toiling, you feel worse than when you begin. Do you honestly think you can keep up with this? Well, my physical stat is high, so yeah. You certainly have the self-discipline needed for sticking to a rigorous exercise program. How about joining a nice aerobic class to get your heart in shape? Sure. Now, let me tell you self-discipline. For about 4 years of my life, I've been working out. All I do is pretty much body weight and resistance bands. I got out of the hospital. I had major surgery for an intestinal blockage. Was down to about 112 pounds. Looked like I just survived the Holocaust. For my chest, I have basically 2 exercises I can do. Push-ups and body weight dips. Do those for 4 years, and then tell me if you don't have the self-discipline to carry on. You need discipline to be part of to have an exercise program really make meaningful change. So yes, I'll join the aerobic class, bitch. The class is full of women at least 15 years your junior. They make you feel a bit self-conscious. Steve, however, is a hunk. Getting in shape might be more fun than you think. At the end of a 6-week program, your body looks terrific. Alrighty then. Now, experience with the husband. Let's have him play with our huge set of bullhorns. Your husband has an interesting habit which he has displayed many times over the years you've been married. Every time the two of you go out to eat dinner, he leans over your plate and picks at the food in your dish. Tonight, the two of you are with very special friends. Moments later, you sit down to eat. He spears an appetizer from your dish and pops it into his mouth. Me and my wife do that. I mean, shit, man. Me and my wife do that. We've been married for about 10 years. Fucking ignore it. It's probably best not to make a big deal out of something like this, particularly in a public place. When the guests at the other end of the table see what is happening, they look at each other quizzically. You think they're wondering about the appropriateness of your husband's behavior. My wife gets that look a lot, by the way, when we go out. A lot. We get that a lot at family gatherings with family members who have known me for the 32 years I've been alive still. Let alone strangers at a fucking restaurant. In reality, they are whispering to each other, is her appetizer that good? Everyone at the table asks for a bite, and before you know it, you have none left. I'm pretty sure her appetizer is that good, but I'm thinking it's the bearded clam appetizer that she has, not the stuff on her plate. Can I do that? Ah, okay, I don't have a relationship, which is weird because I'm married. Okay. You have just walked into a store, and there is apparently no one around to take your order. It seems that the person who should be waiting on you has stepped out of sight for a few moments. Waiting in the store with you is a teenager, a young man about 16 years old, wearing an old t-shirt and a pair of blue jeans. This basically was dressed like I am on a normal day. He must have arrived a few seconds before you. He is tapping his foot lightly to the sound of the imaginary rock and roll band playing in his head. The proprietor steps out from the room at the back of the store, makes eye contact with you and say, "May I help you?" Neutral, say something about the boy. It's hard to imagine what a neutral kind of comment concerning the boy would be. I'm sure you wouldn't say something like, that's a teenager over there. To say anything of relevance concerning the boy, you would have to have some emotion connected to it. I failed. I failed at telling someone that someone was in front of me in line. How sad is that? A longtime friend and confidant tells you that she is worried that her husband is fooling around with another woman. You have known the two of them for quite some time, and don't think her husband would do something like that, but you aren't positive about it either. I'm sympathetic, but I'll tell her it's probably nothing. Not long after she tells you this, you happen to see her husband walking arm in arm with a beautiful young woman. Ignore it. You try very hard to ignore it. See, I built up all that compassion in the earlier stages, and now it's fucking me over, dude. You try very hard to ignore it, but all you can think of is your friend, whose heart is being torn apart by that little home wrecker. Tell my friend what I saw. Couldn't resist poking your nose into other people's business. Oh, fucking A, man. Could you? After revealing what you saw, your friend confronts her husband and throws him out of the house. Not soon after, the husband presents an airtight alibi which exonerates him and identifies you as a meddler. Oh my fucking god. I knew I should have just fucking ignored it. Stick with the first thing you think of. Ignore the shit. Things are becoming extremely stressful at work lately. You cannot find a single person capable of doing his or her job well, and there are pressures and deadlines. You find yourself working overtime. At the end of the day, you would like more than anything just to relax, but it's no use. The more you try to wind down after work, the more pressure gets to you. You are beginning to feel afraid that work has become such an overbearing responsibility that you will no longer be able to enjoy life. Do something about it and get fucking angry. I want you to go to the window, you stick your head out of it and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore." Just do that at work. That's the spirit. What are you gonna do? Take a nice fucking long vacation. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. What a splendid idea! Capital idea! Will you be doing a lot of sightseeing and other enjoyable activities during your vacation? Nope. I'm gonna take my husband down to Jamaica and fuck a bunch of black guys. That's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing. The sightseeing I'm gonna be doing is seeing dicks going in and out of me. What the fuck, dude? You must be careful then. Some people plan such complicated vacation itineraries that their relaxed time becomes just as filled with responsibility as their work time. Oh my god, I'm fucking hemorrhaging money. I gotta, no, the wrong button. God damn it. Okay, buy something quick. Sports and exercise equipment. Keep myself in shape. Yes, I want to buy some sports. Physical and social. Increase slightly. I assume you will use the equipment you buy at least a little before you throw it in the bottom of the closet. So this is why I like doing push-ups, because I can't throw my floor in a closet. Yes. And I'm going to purchase one more thing. I'm going to purchase gourmet cooking accessories. Fuck it. Remodeled futuristic kitchen with all accessories. Because I'm the guy who cooks and everything in the house. I do all the cooking and stuff. That's what I'd go for in real life. Fuck it. Pay for it in cash. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Come again soon? No, fuck you, asshole. I ain't coming again soon. And shit, that really raised it up. Fuck it, dude. Might as well have some fun. Have an experience with the hubby. Rock has decided that he would like to quit work and go back to college and change his career. He claims to feel bored with his present life and craves a change. His going back would cause you to have more responsibilities. You would also have fewer resources because of college costs, transportation expenses, and loss of any income if he stops working. What will you do? Encourage him to go fucking go to college. I don't give a shit. That was very supportive of you. Over the course of his studies, you begin to see The Rock less and less, obviously. It seems that he has discovered a new life at school. There are newer younger friends, both men and women, and a lot of talk about things which either don't interest you or you don't understand. Suggest you take courses together, say nothing, or say that I'm being neglected. So if you say you're being neglected, that's just like flat out like, dude, I don't like what you're doing, so fuck off. But, you know, suggesting that you do shit together is a perfect way of saying that. You're being neglected and you want to spend time together and you're willing to do some shit with your hubby. I can see why you would think this would be a terrific idea. The Rock doesn't think so. He is taking college courses to advance in life. This will only complicate things. He doesn't want to give you up, he just wants to see what he is capable of accomplishing. He would rather you take your college courses at a different school. How do you feel about this? Angry and rejected. I actually would feel angry and rejected. I can understand why you feel this way. You were rejected. See? I know what I'm doing. As a woman, I know what I'm doing. As a dude, I have no concept of life whatsoever. I think I should have been a woman. But at least he was honest. Eventually, The Rock finishes school and is ready to graduate. How do you feel? Relieved. That face is so proud. That is very admirable of you. He becomes more successful than ever. You both benefit emotionally and financially. Okay, resources. Kind of getting fucked over on the resources here. I gotta go vocational and earn more money. It is the morning before an important day at work. As you are getting ready, your cheek begins to twitch rather noticeably. At first, the twitch feels like a mild tickle on your cheek. You don't give it much thought. But as time passes, it gets much worse. Soon, your eye begins to blink uncontrollably at random intervals. Let's go calm and try to do something about it. What will you do? Go to the doctor. The doctor tells you that your tic is probably a nervous habit brought on by stress. There's no telling how long it may last. Sometimes they become permanent. You will have to slow down and relax. I just took a vacation from work. The vacation does you a world of good. Some people you meet on vacation think you're winking at them. But your nervous habit quickly goes away. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I just passed through middle adulthood. Okay. We have just passed through middle adulthood. Your family life has been good. During this phase, your body doesn't always respond the way your mind would like to. Sore back after a hard day's work, or sore feet and legs after a long walk are not uncommon. In general, you are very fit for a woman of your age. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about drugs or alcohol ruining your health. Socially, you are doing quite well. I hope that you and The Rock are enjoying your lives together. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, you are a trustworthy person. Even though we all have our secrets, you are doing a very good job of keeping your wilder side under control. You seem to have negotiated your midlife crisis without becoming depressed. You can be sensible and understanding. You are usually cool, calm, and collected. Okay, I see that. Like the last 3 times it's said that, basically. People see you as an extremely wise person. They rely on you often for advice and are pleased with the results they get from interacting with you. The next phase of life is full of mixed blessings. You may feel old and lonely some days, and cheerful and strong on others. Our society certainly has its share of prejudices against older folks, but you can have rich and rewarding experiences despite this. You will have your chance to thumb your nose at people who think you are too old to live it up a little. After all, you were doing most of these things and enjoying them long before these people were toilet trained. Okay, it's Tristan Blaze, and we just completed middle adulthood on Let's Play Alter Ego Blind as the female character. Until next time, YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, or any other channel.